make sure you're staying on your mission with the truth. We motivated, bring out all the truth. We the errors our facing, we ain't got nothing to lose. What it do? All my RVP, raise it to the roof. It's the leadership that lead the ship, and we gon' lead the truth. From the reps to the senior reps, district and division, it's the regional leaders that keep us all in position. Once you ready, become RVP, take it to the house. Let's be grateful that our forefathers started from the south. Yeah, they said the sky's the limit, but we took it out of space. We the only true company, put your money in the safe and make it grow. Yes, he got to grow, and we call him coach. Here we go, come and get it sure, get it for the low, this what I know. Hey, yeah, we provide protection in the even of the low. We gon' be there with your blessing, yes, we certified. Top before, let us get you stopped. This is mutual, we take your mutuals up to the top. And it's locked at a 12%, you can never lose. This the rules, 7 use, and they don't teach you this in school.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a really great honor. I mean, I'm so grateful to God for this blessing. I also thank Winston RVP, our regional vice president, for always believing in us and always pushing us to be our best we can be. Thanks to everyone in this office. There's a lot of names to mention, so I won't do that. Both RVPs and future RVPs for all the support and encouragement. Like, thank you for that. And obviously, thanks to the team who made this possible. Can I get everyone in our team to stand up, please? I'd like to recognize the superstar. Keep standing. I'd like to recognize the superstar Liz, single mom, 4 kids. She's not yet licensed, but last month she broke double-digit recruiting. She has 3 teammates. Jim is not here, Rose and Jennifer, who already did 3x3. That's part of our team. And Ariane, she just gave birth, and she's also pushing it in the business. Got qualified, did her first BDR. Anne and Ken, Grace, for helping us in our promotion. Thank you. Also to our teammates, Deborah and Stacy, Jerson, and our family, the Veloso family, and the Castro Verde family. Also, we also have our friend here, Gina, JR. Thank you for that. And most especially, we thank all our clients who have trusted us, even though we were just beginning. Like, we didn't know much, but they put their trust in us. So we definitely appreciate everyone for that. You see, my story starts when Michelle mentioned to me that I could start managing my own investments. At that time, I was an engineer, I was making money, but at the end of the month, I don't know where it went. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate to that. Now, here I am, I didn't even know how to save money. So the fact, like the empowerment of me managing my own investments, managing my own money, that was an easy sell to me. I always had a knack for learning, so it wasn't that hard. Now, because I know, even though like I didn't know much about money, I know at some point in our lives, whatever we do, whether like you're working at a hospital, you're working as an engineer, as a lawyer, again, we always have to manage money. And managing money is not just managing expense, it's also managing your income. Basically what I mean with that is earning money efficiently. So working smart instead of just working hard. So there's actually 2 things that attracted me to the business. First is partnership. And you'd see that all over Primerica. There's a huge example of partnership that you can use. It's not just spouse, it's sisters like you. There's brothers like Bob and Sam. There's even like parents and kid. There's even like friends being partners. And that's crazy because unlike most corporate jobs where spouses aren't allowed to work together, Primerica actually encourages us to work as partners. So it now becomes a business that we can build for ourselves, for our kids, for our grandkids, and the next generation of Veloso Castro Verde family. How exciting is that? Right? Now, as a husband as well, I wanted to spend time with Michelle, obviously, right? So it is a dream come true for me to be able to work side by side with her in business, having the same goals, the same dreams. and the same vision. So that's about partnership. The second thing that attracted me is ownership. So this is the one thing that stuck in my mind. Once you get to regional vice president, everything you build is yours. No one can take that away from you. Now, before Primerica, my idea of a dream life was to go to school for 20 years, work at a job for 40 years, and retire happily. I'm pretty sure that a lot of us grow up like that. You see, I don't have no problem working for 40 years. Like, I'd be willing to work that hard. But here's the biggest difference. After working 40 years at my job, assuming I do stay for 40 years, for that long, I realized that after that, I don't own anything. All I would have done for the past 40 years was just rent out my time to get that paycheck every month. That is the biggest difference, ownership. And I know Mitchdan mentioned that as well. So this is the reason why I went full-time and why I decided to invest my time, my money, into building this business in partnership with my wife. So let me use an analogy for that. How many of you here likes the idea of owning a home versus renting? I'm pretty sure everyone likes the idea of owning a home versus renting, right? Because when we rent, what happens is we pay this month's rent, we live in our home. We pay next month, we live in our home. But what happens if you stop paying that rent? You can't live in that home anymore, right? But when we own that home, we pay the mortgage, we live in that home. We pay next month mortgage, we live in that home. But eventually, there will come a time where you stop paying that mortgage, but you still live in that home, right? And with that mortgage, we can choose to pay it off faster so that we can stop paying sooner. It is easy to picture ownership when it comes to a home because it's physical, it's tangible.
Yep.
But what happens when it comes to earning income? Because follow my logic with my career. Because working at a job, I work a month, I get that paycheck. I earn money. I work next month, I earn income. But what happens when I stop working? I don't get paycheck. So when I retire after 4 years, that's it. No one's gonna pay me when I stop working. So that's like renting my time. But working my own business, working for myself, I work a month, I earn income. I work harder next month, I earn income. But eventually, I can stop working and still earn that income. And same with the mortgage. For mortgage, you may pay it 30 years, shrink it down to 15. Same with the mortgage. With my income, I can choose to work it off faster so I can stop working sooner. Or I can retire earlier. So instead of working 40 years, I'll work 10 years and make more money than I would have made in that 40 years. You see, like, I think everyone agree at some point being stressed out in career is inevitable, right? So if that happens, I'd rather be stressed out while working on my own business rather than being stressed out working for somebody else. Would you agree? Right? See, I believe both Michelle and my parents poured all their sweat and blood into bringing us here in Canada because of better opportunities. Maybe Primerica isn't exactly the opportunity they had in mind. But you know what? I believe Primerica's better. Right? Now I want to share everyone a story that I haven't told anyone before, even Michelle. She was asking me this last before I introduced her. So actually, when I first got my engineering job, the first person that knew was my dad, because he was picking me up at work. And when I told him, I saw the look on his face, like he was so proud of me, right? Like, it's like all the work that they did bringing me to Canada, like paid off because I already graduated, got my job. And that look on the face of your parents being proud, no money can buy that. Like, see that again later on when I pull over to their work and then just tell them, you can stop working. That is my ultimate dream, is to retire my parents as soon as possible. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you my partner, my wife, the love of my life.
I love this office. First, I want to thank our Almighty God for all the blessings that was bestowed in us. Like, we have a baby on the way. 1 year in the making, yes. And right now, we achieved the greatest contract, the regional vice president contract. And I've always dreamed of it because, like, everyone's like, I want to be the youngest RVP right now in the office. And we achieve it. So all millennials that are younger than me, Randall, you can beat that one. RVP, that is our team. And of course, we wouldn't be able to achieve it without our team. Like the unstoppable team, the Campus Chargers Bake Shop. Like you guys were always there. Especially our RVPs, Winston and Benji. Like they've been always there since I joined. Like if you saw the pictures, there was no, eyebrows that time, right? So yeah, 2012. At that time, like Benji, Winston, you guys, I'm so grateful for everything. Like we fight, we laugh, we argue, we celebrate, we cry, but it was a great experience for all of those things, and we love you both and your family from the bottom of our heart. Don't I cry? So, we're grateful for everything, and we promise to help you to get your senior vice president promotion. Yeah! We challenge RJ and Christine to get to RVP. We can do this, and everyone on our team. And of course, we want to thank our NSDs, Nicole and Leo. I'm surprised. This one is better than FaceTime. I love it. Thank you because you always lead by example, for always showing us that there's a better life in this business, and for never ending support and belief. Like even though Benji was right, even though you're not here physically, you always encourage us, message us, call us. And of course, for all the people in this #1 office in Canada. Recruiting, premium, promotions. Imagine 3 RVPs in 1 month. Woo! And of course, to all RVPs, SVPs, B-Boy, Jeanette, Baba Sam, Andy, Kat and Vic, Happy and Mark, Bebs and Ken, Anthony, Jeanette, Cecilia, Shirley, Amy and Owen, Alex and Debbie, and of course, to our new RVPs, Joyce, and let me tell you my story. So, not dating. I started when I was 21, 8 months in Canada. So I don't know anything, no market, no friends, well, maybe some friends, and all I have was my family. I don't have any, I don't know anyone. So, but one thing that actually attracted me into the business was the financial education. Since I was new in Canada and I don't know anything about investments, insurance, or anything, all I know was about making money, working for money. And so since no one really took the time to educate my family, that it is my responsibility in educating them. And also what made me stay in the business, there was one time that Winston told me, you know what, Michelle, why don't you treat this business as a university ground, right? You know what, learn the business, do the business for 4 years, and graduate as regional vice president, right? But well, you can do it faster. Don't copyright. And when I found out, that's actually true. Because most of my friends going to university, and I don't have money to pay for it. So what I found is that people that I met, same age as mine, graduated with a degree with 4 years, with student loans, and couldn't even find a job in line with their education level. And they ended up going back to like fast food, right? And for me, I graduated as regional vice president. I don't have no student loans, and I get to own a business that I can pass to my kids, and the next generation. And an unbelievable potential to make $1 million a year of income. And that one will be able to change our family's legacy forever. Now no one can even give that opportunity outside Primerica. And our journey going to RVP is like a stock exchange. It's fun. Like if you don't understand, like market goes up, like we're up, our numbers, we get double-digit recruiting, like we get premium licensing, and market goes down. Right? And worst is 0 by 0. But like for me, maybe some of you here goes through that stage. Like you're way up energy, and then like life struck you, hit you, just go down. Like it's normal to get down. We're all human. But the thing is, what matters during those times is how you bounce back and work again. The great thing about Primerica is every month is a reset. Reset that for you to get better on yourself than yesterday. Like no one's gonna judge you here. No one's gonna judge you. And it doesn't really matter how slow or how fast you can be RVP. Because what matters is what or when are you going to decide to work for it. What the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Glad you posted last night. And actually the actual game changer was when my co-CEO, my business partner, and handsome, my rock, who always motivate me, Darren, quit his job, quit his engineering with 60,000 jobs, and work full-time in the business. That transition made our business way even better. We get together most of the time. We get to eat meals most of the time. We go to separate appointments, field trainings. We grow together, maybe not way, but we grow together in the business, and of course our relationship keeps getting stronger with God, and we can travel without worrying if his boss or his job gonna approve his leave, right? And we're not where we want to be yet, but we thank God that we're not where we used to be. That one. And Primerica gave us the opportunity of working together where some couples couldn't have because of their jobs. And maybe wife works in the day, husband works at night. They're just high in Dubai. Like they find it normal, but actually they don't realize they're slowly affecting their children. For me, I don't want that kind of life. Like I don't want to work just to pay bills. Life is all about spending quality time. Like you was posted with our family and not without worrying about money. And it can only happen through having your own business. And I can achieve it only in Primerica. For me, only in Primerica. And this promotion has always been in my vision. Like I know Dan River and I will get it. It was just a matter of time. And this time has come. It's also excited. Like this one, oh my gosh, Benji. This is like a gift to me. Like this red strap, I always dream of it. Like every time I go to trips, like the California trip, the Florida trip, I hate my black lanyard. I hate it. And then I see like people younger than me wear like red strap. Like I'm gonna come back to the trip wearing a red strap. As an RVP. We will for sure win a while and wear this red strap. And also we get to have our own office. And our own office that we can just open everywhere. Like imagining, I always like that way I couldn't even sleep last night actually because it's official. In our people click in RVP. And then the socks came in, so whoop. Primerica, I love it. No words can describe like everything. And also we also have our like Joyce and I were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have our own signing sheets. Thank you, Gina. We're gonna like extroverted. And then also yesterday was our first RVP meeting when they said, RVPs, we're gonna have our meeting. I'm like, Joyce, RVP is there. It feels so great to be part of the inner circle. And also during South, super excited to be here in front high-fiving. Because before I was only the one who will just high-five with it. Now I'll be the one. And I hope every one of you can experience that. Like, it's possible. It is possible to become RVP. It's just a matter of mindset. And also, I know this is the only beginning. And I can't wait to see what our lives are going to look like in the next few years. What a great company this is, where they take a 21-year-old with no experience in business, no knowledge about finance, and give the opportunity to earn the highest contract. And our goal, Daniel and I and our team, we actually discovered our team, we call it Team Unstoppable Troopers. Team Unstoppable Troopers. And our goal is to be able to build at least 6 direct districts by November, get our 100,000 ring by June, before TV convention, and at least before the end of 2018 to promote a new RVP. Winston challenged me that Nicole never had a second generation RVP to promote.
Yeah, we don't have a third yet.
Yeah, third yet to promote an RVP. So we're gonna have that. And of course, our second diamond, 200,000 by next convention, and the Virginia Carter Award. And team, everything is possible as long as you're willing to fight to reach your dreams. You have to sacrifice and work hard for it. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, maybe not 4 years, studying, consistency, and most of all, the love of what you're doing. If you just come here without that love, it's nothing. And if you don't like it, where you are, you gotta change it. Change it. Because you want to make sure 10 years from now, you can say that to yourself that you chose your life and you didn't settle for it. Thank you.